Mike, are you working? It's working. Hey, everybody, welcome back to this week's Most Elite podcast. I don't look. Time is a construct, okay? Look. I'm gonna go on a rant in the beginning. I have a co-host this time around. Troy's in the background. He probably won't do much co-hosting, but he is here. Crystal's running around somewhere. She might walk in. I don't care. Here's the rant. Time is fake, because for everyone who waits for these videos, which I don't think is a lot of people, but I might be wrong. I might have more like people who like me but just haven't like subbed or anything, which is great, because as long as people are listening, that means my opinions that are better than theirs they're getting their daily dose of being wrong, and I think that's awesome. So yeah, the rant is the quarantine. I know the last video I did on this channel, I wasn't making light of it. I did a Resident Evil Let's Play video, which I'm going to continue. I got 3. I'd like Platinum 3. We're going to do 3. But I was saying that I don't know what I was saying. Oh, the T virus is outside. Like it's actually outside. Like it's a real thing, and it's just affecting millions of lives. That's all I'll say on the subject matter. But because of that, time has it has just gotten away from me. I'm not always like awake anymore, and I was working full time before, and then I was furloughed because of this thing, and I'm thinking, you would think that would give me so much time to like make more videos, but with everything that's been going on, I've just been trying to get my head in the game, and I think it's back in the game. I've been really wanting to do a podcast for like 3 days. You can ask Troy. I've been like saying I gotta do a podcast, and so I'm doing it. And before anybody's like, "Oh, social distancing," Troy lives with me, so you're like, "But we never heard him in the episodes," because I'm a fucking professional. Okay, like fuck you guys. Okay, I keep it clean here, and yeah. So anyway, here we are. Today we were gonna. Oh, well, before the rant ends, time is fake. I lost track of time. My dad messaged me. My dad, I talk to him most days, but I know he watches these videos, because like every time like 2 weeks or something goes by and I haven't put one up, he'll text me like, "Hey son, you gonna do a video?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." He's sort of my timer if I forget to do one, or if something comes up and I don't do one. Moving on into today's subject matter, I don't have one, but before this we were just talking about some speed running. And just sort of games in general, how they've changed, and I guess how speed running has changed. So I'm just gonna do a quick video. It's not even going to be long. I just wanted to get something up, because I really do enjoy doing this, and when I'm not doing it, it feels bad. Look, that was a writer writes. I think that's the famous quote. A talker talks, and I haven't been talking much. I've been sort of just like grinding video games and playing a bunch of games. We've been playing Path of Exile. Troy and we've been in the rabbit hole of Path of Exile, which is super, super fun. And look, I already love Diablo. I did an entire video on ARPGs on this channel. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. On loot games. So I love loot games. Diablo is a quintessential loot game to me. So yeah, I was always going to enjoy this game with Path of Exile. And they've come a long way from when they first released, and they just keep getting better and better, like Warframe in that regard. But yeah, speedrunning. For the uninitiated, since there's probably some people who don't know at this point, speedrunning is when you play a game and complete a goal to either beat the game, collect all these items, or beat the game and collect all the items. You complete a goal in the game while working toward the end of the game as fast as possible, and that's where the running comes from. Where you're just trying to do it as fast as possible. It can be something like Mario 64, get 16 stars really fast, or get all 120, or it can be Doom Eternal, just beat the game as quickly as you can, or the Resident Evil. If you watch my Resident Evil episode, I talk a lot about speedrunning tech in it, because a lot of that video is me speedrunning up to the first boss, and So to pass the time in quarantine, actually, what really prompted this video is I've been watching a lot of like speed. I love speed running. I'm a speed runner. I just not post it anywhere because I'm not confident. But I've been watching a lot of speed running videos and just to pass the time while wasting away. So I really wanted to get on here and like chat about how much I love it and how much it's really evolved since games have changed over these years. And I think it's really, really interesting that while gaming has changed so much, the core concept of speedrunning hasn't. Like, you go watch Resident Evil 2, the original 2, and you watch a speedrun. And then you watch the remake 2. It's pretty much the same stuff, knowing when to put items away, knowing when not to pick something up, knowing when to go, like, it's called routing, where you would route an area or route a game to be the fastest it can be. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of mental faculties that I don't possess. So what I do is just like watch the best and sort of like do a band-aid console. I don't have a PC that can run these games, so I just do a console sort of band-aid version, and I had some success, no biggie. Troy's laughing because he's seen me like rage out over lots of things that I try to speed run. But yeah, he gave me the cool idea of talking about games that have changed. I think my favorite example of this is I have a Switch. I have a Nintendo Switch, and I got online. So it comes with the emulated games inside. And I was playing Tecmo Bowl because I was just like, man, the football season's been canceled. Yeah, I'm not a super big football guy, but I do enjoy it from time to time. So I was like, let's just play Tecmo Bowl because I have it. And I found myself having a lot of fun. And I was like, well, I want to play new football. So we went and got Madden. And like, you have them both open at the same time. Jesus Christ. Like in Tecmo Bowl, you can't punt, you can't field goal when you're close. It really is 4 plays: pass, 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 run, or run, run, pass, pass. And Jesus Christ. If you pick a run play, if you pick on defense, if you pick run defense and the quarterback picked a pass play, if you have the active character, you actually can't tackle him because you picked the run defense. You're ineligible to tackle him. That's insane. So then like turning on Madden, and where you got like everyone looks like who they are, and you can make audible challenge plays. Like, it is mind-boggling how far it's come. And I know that's well documented, but like just being here with nothing but time and actually seeing how far it's come, it like warms the heart. Actually, I know like if any of the developers of Tecmo Bowl are like care about games anymore, I'm sure they're still alive, but if they like are still in the industry, or maybe they retired but they like still browse the industry, I know they gotta be like, yeah, man, we set the groundwork, because it is really amazing to see how far these things have come. So I have not tried to speedrun Tecmo Bowl. I'm gonna be honest with you, the computer is insane. It's like playing against Guile in Street Fighter 2. Some of the teams are just better than you'll ever be in your life. And maybe there is a Tecmo Bowl speedrun. Maybe I'll look it up and just watch. I'm not even gonna try to do it. I might just watch. So that would be insane. Yeah. How would you speedrun Tecmo Bowl? Yeah. I think there's probably Can you make
the game go faster?
No, the game is slow. It's 2 minutes a quarter though, and I think there are probably preset plays you can pick against each team that always work. I just don't know what they are, and there are like 12 teams, so trying to figure that all out would be a nightmare.
Yeah. That's for sure.
So I don't know. I'm sure there's some math whiz out there who already figured it out, and it's unbeatable against computer. Against people, you're unpredictable, but against a computer, oh man. So anyway, we're going to do we're going to finish the Let's Play series. I'm gonna jump between 2 and 3. I almost did that today, but I just really wanted to get a video back out. One for my dad because he watches my videos. He's my biggest fan, and that really makes me happy. At least I know that I have a big fan who just like watches my stuff. I feel like more he just watches it just because he knows that I care about it, and he's a good guy, which is awesome. So the Let's Play is coming soon. It's going to be Resident Evil 2 and 3. I mean, I have no reason to change those. It might be Doom Eternal. Oh, by the way, I know I promised a Doom podcast because I did the first Doom podcast. I'm going to do that, but I might change it to just a Let's Play and just play it. Because, yeah, I did it. I got all the secrets and the armors and stuff. I love Doom. Doom Eternal was very good. Oh, bit of controversy around Doom Eternal. Mick Gordon, the legendary composer, did the soundtrack did the soundtrack to mostly every Doom. And he did the soundtrack for Doom 2016, and it went like platinum or something. It's like a metal album. It's fucking amazing. So they brought him back for this one, but they didn't let him master his own work. Like, they didn't let him do the mastering process, which is, I'm going to say right now, it's common practice, especially in movies and games, where a composer doesn't master their own work. Mick Gordon pulled off the impossible in 2016, where he cut and mastered every single track in the game. That's not common. So this time around, he just didn't get to do it. And audiophiles out there who waited, because there was a legendary edition of Doom, where you would get the album if you bought it. And audiophiles ran through all these music things, like, this is unacceptable work, Mick, what the fuck? And Mick immediately responded like, yeah, I didn't do that. I would never have done that. Like, just throwing the shade and just saying like, look, these things happen in the industry, and it's not on me, and I don't know if I'm going to work with Bethesda again after this, because they really fucked my music up. And music is all of my work. I don't make games. Music is my work, and I feel that. I get it. So apparently, after the controversy happened and the Twitter exchanges happened, Mick's releasing a Mick Gordon cut of the soundtrack. I don't know if he came to some sort of deal with Bethesda, or they quickly went to him and was like, Mick, please, come on, bro. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad he's going to get to release his music the way he wants, and I'm sure it's going to sound amazing. The music in Doom Eternal is amazing. It just, on that CD version, it's bad. It's just cut bad. It's just mastered bad. And what can you do? I did listen to the differences, but there's tons of things on YouTube and everything. And Mick was like, look, I only produced like 7 songs on this whole album. And if you go listen to them, they do sound different. And that's crazy. But, he is getting his own. So I will do a Doom Eternal. I will do a Doom Eternal, either a Let's Play or podcast. If I do the podcast, I'm still going to record for it because it's Doom. But if I do the Let's Play, it'll just be me playing and dying a lot. I actually got pretty good at it. I will say this, and this is not like a unpopular opinion. The Marauder is probably the worst design enemy in the game. I wish they would do a patch to him to make him more vulnerable. You can't do anything to him. You can't chainsaw him. You can't BFG him. You can't unmaker him at the secret weapon in the game. You actually can't do anything to him when he has that shield up. There's a very specific way you have to fight him. And I think he's the worst designed enemy in the game, because every enemy in Doom Eternal, you can fight on the move. You can move and jump and missile and do all sorts of finesse, which is Doom since forever, to kill them and never lose momentum. The Marauder brings the game to a screeching halt. You have to stop, wait, shoot, stop, wait, shoot. That's not Doom. And I think that's why he's the worst design enemy in the game. I think somebody who hates Doom put him in the game. I think one of the devs was like, I fucking hate Doom, man. I want to move on. We've been doing Doom since fucking 92 or whatever. Man, I want to do something else. So I think he put him in the game to spit in the face of everyone. And I'm not the only one. The reason I'm saying this is not like a hot take. Just type Doom Eternal Marauder. I promise the first thing in Google search results will be, this guy's bullshit. What the fuck? Because he actually, not only is he like bring the game to a screeching halt, he can fucking like kill you in like 2 hits. In Ultra Nightmare, he's actually an Ultra Nightmare. Like, what the hell is he? So, God, he sucks. That's why I didn't get the plat. I was like, am I gonna have to play these sections with him over on a, like, if he kills me, I'm starting over? Nah, not me. So, that was that. Sorry about the Doom rant, but I will be doing a Doom podcast. As I'm saying, this podcast had no real topic. I just wanted to get back and get in the chair as I call it. It's any chair in my room or wherever I'm at. I don't have a podcast chair. If I get big enough, I probably will buy a podcast chair with like a cup holder and like a notepad holder where I can look over at my notes instead of clicking. Sometimes you hear me like clicking in videos if you go and listen for it. That's like I have a notepad up and like so I don't get off topic because as all my fans know, as I literally just did moments ago with the Doom thing, I get off topic immediately when I start talking. It's something with my brain, which makes for great like stream of conscious stuff. But like sometimes I want to get a point across and I'll just forget, and then I'm like, ah, damn it! Like when I'm listening to it back, I'm like, ah, I didn't say the thing I wanted to say. So that's why the clicking, because I have a notepad. But yeah, thanks for stopping in this week. I'm not going anywhere. I don't think anyone is. So I will be back really, really soon. Sorry, laughing. I will be back really, really soon with something else. All right, guys. Thanks. Let me get to my mouse here. See ya.